Zoom in, zoom out. So I want to zoom into the cockpit view or zoom out. We've got the pause button to pause Flight Simulator, sound on and off for Flight Simulator sound. Barometer is just your standard 29 or 902 setting. Synchronize to synchronize if you start a mission. It should do automatically, but in the event that it doesn't synchronize correctly, you just press the sync button and everything, all controls, absolutely every control should synchronize, including radio frequencies. Exit FSX is to exit Flight Simulator, and the green exit is to exit SimTouch. Okay, to see where I am. Okay, a little bit more to go. Okay, so on the radio section is very, very straightforward how it works. I just want to put my mark button here for the landing. You see a blue LED light here on the nav because that's the last place we inputted a frequency. So let's say we go to comms 2. Just clicking anywhere around the beige colour will bring on the blue LED light. That means when we enter frequency from the touchpad, it will go into comms 2 because it's illuminated with the blue light. Okay, so for example I was to put in 118.00. So you enter it as you say it, and that's our swap button which you're familiar with from Flight Simulator, and it works exactly on the same principle. So what's happened, I'll just actually bring up the avionics window there in Flight Simulator, and if you just look at comms 2 there, the second row, we've got our 118.00. So now I'll enter in say 128.30, and you can see it changing there, and I can swap that in comms 2 or swap back again. Okay, our ident button, most of you are familiar with this, and these are all our sounder buttons here: marker, ADF, DME, nav 1, nav 2, both. LED lights here, we wanted comms 2. Well, you can see we're transmitting and receiving on comms 2. If we want comms 1, the transmit and receive light go there. If I click both, we'll stay transmitting and receiving on comms 1, and we just receive only on comms 2. So it's very straightforward. You enter in your frequency in the keypad, as you would say it. That's simple. Okay, am I coming to my turn? I think so. I think this is it here. Hopefully I haven't gone out too far. Okay, the light section covers the majority of all lights that you use in most aircraft. And remember, SimTouch is not for any specific aircraft. We're in Flight Simulator default Boeing 747-400. It'll work in the 737-800, it'll work in your Cessna 172, it'll work in any aircraft. Most third-party aircraft it will work in as well. Some it may not, it depends how they develop their software. So we've got beacon, navigation, strobe light, panel, wings, taxi, landing lights, seatbelts, no smoking, cabin and all. Okay, so now we'll set ourselves up to turn onto the base leg, and we're going to use the navigation button, the nav button, which is equivalent to VOR or VOR lock. Okay, so we're going to turn to a heading of 130 degrees. Okay, a little bit too fast. Okay. Yeah, it's going to bring the speed down to around 210 for now, and descend to 3,000 feet. See that there? Oh, too much. Okay. So we descend to 3,000 feet. As soon as we get around on a heading of 130 degrees, we put on the nav button, and we should turn at the when we pick up the localizer, we'll start turning into runway 4 right, and we can demonstrate the minimums. So the way the minimums will work basically is you don't have to be perfectly straight in line with the runway. There's grace of about 10 degrees left and right, So looking at the CDI needle there on the cockpit, if you count one dot to the left and one dot to the right, as long as your pink needle or your magenta needle is within that range, minimums will work correctly, and obviously you would have to be on the correct ILS frequency for the runway. In our case it's 109.50, which is for runway 4 right. Okay, so we're at heading of 135, plenty of time here before that happens. So I'm going to reduce the speed to 200 knots, and that's the speed. Okay, so we've reached our 3,000 feet there, and that's our altitude reached tone. Again from the SimTouch device. So our heading is 131, we're pretty much straight, 131, 130. So at this stage we pull on the nav button, and it means I don't have to concentrate as much on what's going on. So let's have a small look out there. Glorious day, needless to say. A small bit more to go. Okay. Now, just go back to the radio section there, just to let you know, there's full avionics. You've got your comms 1, your comms 2, nav 1, nav 2, and you've got active and standby in each of those. Your transponder and your ADF. And then your sounders are comms 1 and comms 2 both. Nav 1, which is equivalent to VOR1, nav 2, marker, DME, ADF, and the dial pad itself. Okay. So we've covered the miscellaneous section. So all sections is controls, autopilot, full air traffic control, including talking with your microphone headset when playing multiplayer or using the Pacific window. Okay? So we'll actually do a call here while I'm here, if I get time to. There's Port Kennedy, don't see it as yet. 09. If it gives us runway 4 left there, there's number 7. We won't land on the correct runway. Okay, so 1 is to tune into tower. And request full stop landing, which is 4. Okay, I think we're starting to make our turn there on the localizer. 4 left. Okay, so acknowledge that we land on 4 right. Okay, I need to get flaps on very, very quickly here, because my speed has gone down dramatically. Okay. That nearly put me into a stall. Okay. So we'll arm our speed brakes, have that ready, and go up one more notch there as the speed's picking back up from the turn. Okay. So I'm going to bring the speed now down to, I say 170 knots. So our speed is still going up there. I bring it to 160 just due to the hard turn on autopilot. Okay. Okay, so speed is decreasing there nicely. I'll apply a bit more flaps as it starts decreasing. Okay, another stage of flaps, 25 degrees of flaps.